One Halloween night in a little town called Carbondale, two college friends named Harper and Bailey were getting ready for a spooky, fun evening. Just as they were about to leave, someone threw a pumpkin at their door. Bam! It made such a loud noise that it nearly scared the costumes off them. But Harper and Bailey brushed it off, thinking it was just a prank. Harper, however, was hiding a sad secret. Her boyfriend, Sam, wasn't very nice to her, and she had a black eye she'd tried to cover with makeup. Her best friend Bailey begged her to break up with him, hoping Harper would see how much she deserved better. So, off they went to a Halloween party, all dressed up, meeting their other friends Angela and Mallory. At the party, Harper met a nice boy named Nathan. He was friendly and funny, and Harper felt something bright, like a little spark of hope. But something strange happened. Harper thought she kept seeing a man in a devil mask lurking in the background, just out of sight. She thought it was probably just another costume, but she couldn't shake the creepy feeling. On their way home from the party, Harper, Bailey, and their friends spotted a haunted house attraction on the edge of town. It looked like an old spooky place, and they couldn't resist. At the entrance stood a man in a clown mask who handed them forms to sign and asked them to lock up their phones. He even gave them a key to the lockbox, and the friends thought it would just be part of the spooky fun. When they stepped inside, it was truly terrifying. They saw a person in a witch mask who looked like she was burning someone's face with a hot poker. The screams were so real, but the friends just thought it was an impressive show. Ooh, scary! They laughed, not knowing what danger lay ahead. In one room, Bailey had to stick her hand in a wall labeled "Guess the Body Part." She giggled nervously until suddenly she yanked her hand back. It had been cut by something sharp. Blood dripped from her finger, and her mother's precious ring slipped off into the darkness. But before they could react, the witch from earlier returned, holding Mallory, who looked like she was sleeping. Then, right before their eyes, the witch plunged a hot poker into her head. Only then did they realize this was no ordinary haunted house. Nathan, brave as ever, decided to go back to retrieve their phones and call for help. But as he looked for the lockbox, a man in a ghost mask appeared. To Nathan's relief, Ghost even offered to help. But then, as he and Evan walked outside together, Ghost revealed his true self. He had a real ghostly face, with tattoos and scars. And then, he killed poor Evan with a hammer. Harper and Nathan finally realized they were in the lair of a twisted group of people who didn't just wear masks, they became the masks. Each had scarred and modified their faces to match their costumes. These weren't performers, they were part of a dark, terrible cult. Harper, scared but determined, ended up in a room that looked just like her childhood bedroom, a place that reminded her of painful memories with her father. In a terrifying moment, a devil-masked man attacked her, but Harper fought back and defeated him. She encountered another person in a skull mask, and she fought hard, managing to defeat him too. But when she took off the mask, she found her own friend Bailey tied up and gagged underneath it. Meanwhile, Sam, who had gotten a message from Nathan, arrived at the haunted house, ready to rescue Harper. But the clown was waiting for him. With a wicked grin, the clown finished Sam off without a second thought. Back inside, Nathan and Harper fought bravely. They even met a man in a vampire mask who told them he didn't know this job was dangerous until it was too late. He'd been promised his own mask and a place in the group if he proved himself. He offered to help them escape, but Zombie found him first, and poor Vampire was killed. Finally, Harper and Nathan made it outside, fighting off the witch as they ran. They sped away in Sam's truck, watching as the clown set fire to the house, trying to erase all the horrors they'd seen. They reached a hospital, but Harper's heart sank as she realized one last frightening thing. They had given the performers their home addresses when they signed the waiver. And sure enough, one dark night, the clown appeared at Harper's door, thinking he could finish what he'd started. But Harper had learned to fight back. She'd set a trap just for him, and when he stepped into it, Harper emerged from the shadows with a shotgun, ready to show the clown he'd met